When I give you whistle, every say prrrr, prrrr. When I give you whistle, man, you say prrrr.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, welcome to Prrrr. My name is João, and we are back. We promised you guys a special guest. Agogo is here, and the Terry is here, and our special, the clubless man, one of the best football talkers you get here in the country. Situ, welcome.
Thank you.
Charlie.
Thank you, boys. Charlie. Kind words. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, but
You guys are cook.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of a platform, to be honest. So happy to be here. Let's go.
But once you're a big fan, tell us your club.
Yeah.
The club you support, Tichu. Your pro is so big, you can't be here. If you drop everything, give reach. We follow you, keep, we monitor you from different angles. Keep. It's Tichu a Man U fan. It's Tichu a Madrid fan. Tichu they love the Italian league.
Yeah.
You go touch on Juventus, touch on AC Milan, so they come back. Nobody know in club. When you do some space stuff, nobody tell you your club. How do you do it in the first place?
Because, the way you even put it is means that whatever I've been doing has been successful. So so those who know me from SHS, from university, back in tech, those I watch football with and Queen's Hall, they would know the club I support. If they watch Pro, they'll put the club I support there. Now, once I left school and I went to mainstream media, where I decided to say, okay, no affiliations.
Okay.
Me, my emotional switches be different. I don't be very emotional about certain things, especially football. So it was very easy for me to say, okay, I support this club, but I'm going to full stream media. So all the emotions about the club puts in the backbench.
Wow.
And then look through that club objectively and fire on.
It wasn't difficult for you.
No, it wasn't difficult. It wasn't difficult. I watch the club, I'm okay. The club loses, I'm fine. At the end of the day, when I get on radio, I get on TV, I just want to tell listeners how I saw it without the emotions and bias. So it's helped and it's worked. I think that now the fact that people keep guessing means that it's worked.
Anyways, guys, breaking news. We did deadline day, so we could add transfer happenings. So Jackson to Bayern is back on. It sounds funny, yeah. So I'm sure it will be an obligation to buy, or Bayern will pay upfront
for a resurgence confirm.
And yes. But before even me, I started doing full-time talking football. Messi and Ronaldo was difficult for me. I didn't want to put it out if I'm a Messi fan, and you guys know already back from school.
Yeah.
But you do one plus, put the whole club, you try pass.
Yeah.
It no be easy.
Now, as for Ronaldo, I've gone all out on Ronaldo. I think I did that a couple of years ago. Because for me, it wasn't only necessarily about the football on the pitch. He represented a lot of the things that I believed in. It's such a shared drive, dissemination mentality that I identify with, right? So, I mean, I love Messi. Messi's a brilliant footballer. You'd be crazy to want football, love football, and not appreciate the quality that Messi brings to the game, right? Yeah. But I just see Ronaldo as my GOAT for different reasons, even beyond football.
Ronaldo is your GOAT.
He is my GOAT because when you look at where he's going, I know Messi is your GOAT. Don't worry, it's fine.
I'm worried for you with regards to our Messi fans.
No, I'm okay. And I've had that. I've had that all my life. And between the two players, listen, it comes down to how you perceive football, how you take football. And again, perhaps also to a large extent, how you see life. Yeah. And that's why I said for me, Ronaldo represents a lot of the things that I personally believe in. And that's why it's my goal.
I'd imagine I go we go talk to today the Man U dear. I don't go add emotions.
Never. Ask for me. I sleep with Manchester.
But anyway, let's head to Anfield and across board question. With regards to Liverpool. Yeah. First game we didn't see Gravenberch.
Yeah.
But against Newcastle and Arsenal we saw Gravenberch. Can they live without him when he gets injured or he's red carded? Can they? Because the first 3 games I'm not seeing deep coaching from Slots. I'm seeing the big boys, the experienced ones, helping them with results or using their experience to help them get results. Can they live without Gravenberch? Let me start with you first, since you're our guest.
There will be games they can survive without him. But more games they wait for the long haul, then go crash. If they don't get player like Gravenberch. And the ball they play be very vital for Slots in team. It's crucial for Slots team. That's why last season was one of their most important players. But there's also another switch to the Liverpool game that even makes him even more important now. Liverpool for a long time, maybe since Felipe Coutinho, have not necessarily played with a number 10. Yeah. So this season they are doing that with a number 10. So Bosley wasn't the 10-10. He was just the advanced midfielder, but he was always a 3 in the middle of the park from last season. But now with Florian Wirtz, it's a 4-2-3-1, quite clearly when you see it on the pitch. So the whole team is adapting to that. Now, if it is 4-2-3-1, then that two behind the one, in this case, Florian Wirtz, who is somewhere at the moment.
Yeah.
You desperately need that Gravenberch, Curtis Jones, or Gravenberch McAllister, or Gravenberch Soboslai, whoever. Those two to be crucial and vital to occupy a lot more space, because the extra midfielder is more advanced than the one who used to be part of the three from last season. So that even makes Gravenberch a more important player for them now. So in some games, Liverpool have got quality, they can ride, and we saw it. We saw it at the start of the season.
Yeah.
He missed a couple of that they can't do a job without him. But for the long haul, you see them struggling without him.
I'll go off the ball. He's really improving. He's giving the Caicedo Declan Rice vibes. That he can cut balls and win balls and start counter for Liverpool.
Yeah, I think now, Joe, the Liverpool fans should just accept that Gravenberch is now a natural DM. Yeah, because we saw Liverpool against Bournemouth. Like what my boss is saying.
I beg you.
Oh no, okay.
I'm your guy.
Okay, like what my brother is saying, yeah, they can cope against the smaller teams, but the big teams with, let's say, Chelsea, currently, Caicedo to me is the best defensive midfielder in the EPL. Hey, I was about to say what? In the EPL. Maybe
that's
that's
the best DM then in the world.
currently.
Yeah.
It's him.
Hey, rule.
But when you think about
Yeah,
it could probably be a good shout for one.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
him.
Yeah.
I'll go with just Phil.
I'm just throwing it there. What do you think? It probably could be one of them.
So yeah, against the smaller teams, because we watch Liverpool against Bournemouth, and they even score more goals, 4 goals. So against the smaller teams, they can cope. But the big boys, I won't even mention City currently because Rodri is not fully fit. Against Arsenal, we saw him against Arsenal, but he cooked. So the smaller teams, Gravenberch, without Gravenberch, Liverpool will still get the point. They will still get the 3 points. But going forward against the bigger teams, and the bigger teams, I'm talking about Europe, Champions League football. When you meet Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern, you just need the service of Gravenberch to
We'll go to Arsenal, but let me come to you. Liverpool are winning games, but are you okay with their performance? Soboslai at right back. McAllister, I'm not feeling him in games. I repeat, I'm not feeling him with games. Some midfielders are not playing well this season, but they are giving numbers. McAllister so far, I'm not seeing anything. Same thing happened last year. He didn't start so well. What do you make of Liverpool winning games, but the performance, some fans are not happy with it?
Yeah, so if you look at the very first game, I think it was a very brilliant set of substitutions. At the start, we were insulting Klopp. Because I've seen Klopp for a long time. So I'm used to Klopp and Liverpool. Slots, there were brilliant changes with, not a so-so player, a winner, a match winner in, what's his name? The first game, the Italian.
Chiesa.
Winning the game for them. But the second game, that was, Gravenberch had to do so much because the physicality of the Newcastle midfield was too much. Joelinton, Bruno, and they were not even just playing the match based on, yes, we are just playing the match. We're playing the match for other, Isak reasons and all of that. So that game was so physical for Liverpool, but if not for Gravenberch coming back from his suspension. That was the last game against Crystal Palace. Coming back in that game, Liverpool would have lost that game. They were nearly even drawing that game till N'Golo came from nowhere to come and score the goal. Even this game against Arsenal, without him, McAllister was hooked off before the 75th minute. He was hooked off very early. He was physically tired. He was drained. I think we were trying to make cases for him last season, even though he scored 5 goals and 5 assists, and Liverpool were so imperious in the league. In Europe, it was so telling. In games they won, even though he was in the game, I didn't see his presence. Against PSG, he was a so-so player. He has not started well this season, but let's hope. Because last season was the same also. He didn't start really, really well, but I think he went into the season when the team was also gelling well. So let's just see. But they have to help. That is Gravenberch. With people are finding some funny names for him. Leo Zivet. They're finding some
Van de
But he was not bad yesterday.
He was not. Yes, yesterday he was not bad.
He
but
didn't have a good start. But I thought in the second half,
He was more involved in the
between
game.
65th minute,
But-
70-something minute, he was great.
You have to understand, if it was Chelsea or United that bought a player for 130 million, they won't even give him a sniff.
Yeah, you have to give numbers too.
He has to start adding numbers.
because you are playing as
Another breaking news from the transfer market: Everton Aki is happening. Everton Aki, very interesting one.
The
Everton
Moyes is
Aki.
getting a very good pool.
Moyes is improving this.
Gets a
team
very good pool of
in
players.
every department. And their new stadium is waiting for them. But do you agree with Andy with regards to what Liverpool are doing this season?
Yeah.
How they play?
Look, and that could be the scary thing or the slippery slope. So Liverpool are not necessarily flying or playing with the cohesion that we know them to have. Yet they had 3 games unbeaten. And they've played some tough games. St. James's Park. You played against Arsenal. All those points. Bournemouth are a tough nut for many teams. You saw them do what they did to Spurs, who had a good start.
They'll beat United with ease.
Oh, you won't argue, yes.
So for Liverpool to have started the season, they are not necessarily playing well, but they are winning games. So you wonder if they click into gear, what that means to the other teams. Or it's just a time bomb ticking and waiting to poof. So Slot needs to get the team playing well a lot more. But look, we know the quality in this Liverpool team. They were champions last season. They've still got a lot of good players. Isak is going to join the club. You're only thinking it can only get better and not worse. And that is where maybe it makes it scary that when Liverpool gets better, then everybody in the Premier League is in trouble.
Champions League, they have to win it. Don't you? It's a must.
I don't think it's a must.
But after breaking the transfer record back to
Just 3 players, 325
you have
million.
to win the
Yeah, Liverpool have spent a lot of money to try to be more competitive in the Champions League, but it's not a given. I've always said when clubs spend money, it gives them an opportunity of being competitive, but there's never a given that because you spend money, you're going to win. I think PSG are still a good team. Real Madrid will be Real Madrid. Barcelona can get better under Hansi Flick. There's even Chelsea, who have shown that they could be a very great cup competition
Tournament
club,
team,
tournament club. So it's not a given. Yes, they'll be in a mix in the conversation of those who can win it. And they are very much one of those favorites, but it's never really a given for me.
I'm worried for the UK. Joker. It goes big like every big game. He no go do the games inside.
Yesterday on
They'll
the
be playing
team,
without him.
I said a fully fit Agogo is better than
Oh,
Joker.
the Leeds game was not good. The first half, he missed me and keeper.
But he scored 2 goals.
It's Leeds United.
scored 2
There was a penalty and then the first goal.
That first goal, will you put it down to bad
Bad defending.
It was bad defending. The goalkeeper was
The control
flat-footed.
was very bad.
Very bad.
defending.
The shot itself was so poor. The goalkeeper was flat-footed, so he just stood there and the ball entered the ball.
So will he be a problem with regards to being on the ball? Like, come and play. Drop the play with the team. Link up. Let's do some link ups with the wingers.
I just want to trust Arteta being a good coach. He should find a way.
In the big games.
Yeah, because Joker is not a ball playing striker. Make sure that your midfielders, your creative midfielders will locate him at the right time. Yeah.
Interesting. But Sicho, in some minutes in the game against Liverpool, Arsenal played well.
Yeah.
Tried to dominate the game. What do you make of that?
No, look, Arsenal are a good side. They're a good outfit. And we said Liverpool are not necessarily playing at their top gear. They've not clicked into the top gear yet. Arsenal, as well, have got some new players in who need to step up their level, right? So it's at Anfield. It's always tough. So I like the way Arsenal went to the game. I think the thinking for Arsenal was that we are not going to give too much away to Liverpool. If Liverpool are going to beat us, it has to be a special something. And we saw that special something.
Goal from
In the end, because the game was goalless. I mean, however you look at the game, no team was going to win.
Yeah.
It needed something magical. So Arteta would be looking at the game and be thinking that they were unlucky that Szoboszlai scored in the way he did score, because the setup of the team was such that if they get that sniff and that one opportunity, they will score, but they were not giving too much for Liverpool to get in behind them. So I feel sorry, and it's maybe the result might be harsh on Arsenal. It could have been a draw, and it would have been a very good result for them. But when they play against top quality opponents, there's something
And at
special.
Anfield, very difficult to beat Liverpool. I'll go.
Something just saps the ball into the net.
I don't know how. But that was a good kick from.
Oh, yeah, very, very
from
good.
Szoboszlai.
People are blaming Raya, but it's not Raya's fault.
No.
Goalkeeper can catch that.
No,
That'd be
no,
technique.
no.
I'll go.
Yeah.
We did fine.
But it's great.
Let's go to Old Trafford. Question. Where were the emotions coming from? I saw Bruno, Dalot, the coach. Oh, what's all the penalty?
Bro, you're beating
The emotions, people are saying, it's just barely. But where were where did they come from? Is it because of the Grimsby reaction, or like Old Trafford, the crowd? Let me give them something before we go for international break. These emotions, where were they coming from? Because, quote unquote, it was just barely. Danny too.
Ajo, do you understand movement? Oh yeah,
I understand moment.
yeah. The penalty came within a crucial time, like just score match.
And
The
he
match
made
where
the last video.
But you see, we are not being fair to Amorim. I'm
You
not
feel
saying
like-
that Amorim is not the problem,
Okay.
but we are not being fair to Amorim. As we are talking right now, Manchester United is ahead of the title favorite, let's say Man City.
Is he a title favorite this season?
Oh yes, still yeah.
The
with
pundits
Pep-
were tipping him.
yeah.
I think they were one of. I don't think
City
I don't think they were necessarily they were parts of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah,
say
yeah.
we beat them.
So and Ajo, tactically, you can blame Amorim at some point, but see, you should go in hard on the Manchester United.
That
players.
mad miss. I didn't understand.
They are not clinical enough, especially Cunha. Even in Buemu, who was our best player on that day,
first half,
but he
yeah.
missed
True.
2 crucial chances. So, like, I think Manchester United, they will improve. Yeah,
With
they will
time.
improve. But I won't say they are going to compete for the league. I think top six will make sense for Manchester United because we are creating a lot of chances. You can check the stats. Top 3, you see Manchester United creating a lot of chances, but we can't score. So you need to blame the players. I won't trust Manchester United players because I saw these same players under.
I mean, you're
Ten
a
Hag.
fan. Let me ask a question. Last season, one of the biggest problems Man United had was goal scoring.
Yeah.
Then in the market, the club goes to buy 2 of the top goal scorers in the Premier League for the coach, in Mbeumo, Cunha. Then they bring in a very young prospect who's a striker, scores goals, Sesko. And you still got your Bruno Fernandes, who was scoring goals for the club. So when you go into the new season and you are saying you are still struggling to score goals, when the club has backed the manager with solutions to goals,
3 solutions.
where do you place that?
But I think with a chance, you can't blame the coach.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm not blaming the coach for it. I'm just saying if the problem from obviously last season, some of the chances Højlund was missing, you couldn't have blamed the coach. Some of the chances, the boys were,
his movement.
Yeah, but the point is when the goal scoring was being your problem from last season, and you're bringing in players who were scoring goals to solve the problem, and the problem still persists, you can't blame this player because they've proven they are goal scorers. So why are they not tapping the ball into the back of the net? I'm just.
Because it's not a bad recruitment you've done.
I mean, you've got Cunha, you've got Mbeumo.
I think you want to blame Amorim at some point.
No.
You just need to change his tactics. That's what you're trying to say.
Not necessarily. I'm just saying, what could that be? Is it the framework behind them? Is it the positions that they are playing? Is it when they are arriving? Are the balls getting to the right people in the right places? Are player positioning correct and all of that? I'm just wondering. Honestly, I've not necessarily really done detailed analysis on Man United in the 4 games they've played this season. I've watched them, but I've not sat to properly. There's a difference between seeing the game and seeing what has happened, and sitting down to analyze patterns and say, "Oh, that is the pattern, that's the problem." I've not done that yet, so I'm not going to go and be like all knowing. This is what the problem. That's why I'm putting the question.
But since you after the Burnley game, I think everything is on the players.
Right.
Okay. Well, for me, their biggest problem will come from the board,
Yeah.
the technical team. One, listen, Man, you are finding it difficult to manage games. The coaching aspect of stuff. Managing games against Burnley, I saw Parker trying to dominate the midfield.
Yeah.
Midfield dominance went to Burnley to some extent.
True.
Throughout the game. And they have
No, I
average.
think the second half from 70.
But even the first half, they were like they were quite okay. Before we went to say they were quite okay. They were controlling.
midfield.
Yes.
You thought you dominated the midfield.
First half. Oh yeah, of
First half, you
course.
created chances from counter.
You created, but not
Not
dominated.
dominate the midfield.
Grimsby even dominated your midfield. Your midfield is literally
And you see,
We
there.
are not talking about Grimsby. We are talking about
Watching the game, I just had 2 names.
Yeah.
You've built nice relationship with Napoli right now. Now they have 2 controllers at Napoli, Lobotka and Billy Gilmore. Somebody will say Billy Gilmore is worse. It's not. Lobotka is old. But immediate fix, you can bring them in, let them control the tempo of games for United. If they camp, and still, Man, you cannot control games, a big question mark on the coach, because they have a half question mark on him. If you cannot control games in the EPL, you are in trouble. Now, what are the coaches doing in the EPL? They get goals from set pieces, they manage games, they win the games, they get the 3 points. Arsenal is doing it. Chelsea is learning it. Liverpool will do that.
Yeah.
So if Man, you cannot control, if you meet the big boys and you can't control the games, Burnley 3-2, you see, you'll be struggling for wins against the small boys, which is a coaching problem. Then we'll come and attach our go say of what the players missing chances. Because Man, you got the chances from counter attacks, not Man, you creating from behind, transitional play, switching to Ahmad and creating chances from behind. That is the problem. Amorim will know how to manage games. And he's the problem, look, Agogo. Like
I'm not saying that Amorim is not the problem.
Yeah.
But Manchester United, we don't dominate teams. And
that's the problem.
No, since Ferguson, you see, we always score our goals from counter. Yeah. So our attackers should be clinical.
But this coach says he has a plan. And the plan is starting from behind with 3 backs spread wide, transitional play to the middle.
But low key, the plan is working, you know.
Then it's to be swift and quick.
Working.
You guys will be like, I'm defending Amorim.
No, why fans have that attachment?
Like, you think it's working?
Yeah.
Why? Because of the game against Burnley, or?
Oh no. Our games against Fulham
Yeah.
and even Arsenal.
Yeah.
Mbeumo should score that game against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Against Fulham, Cunha
could have
two crucial
had
chances. The first 10 minutes. So I think the problem is our players. I won't trust our players. I know Manchester United.
100%.
So you see, so this is the thing. So yeah, Cunha should have scored. Maybe Mbeumo should have scored. But I think a lot of that comes to when Man United are in the final third have got the ball.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem with Man United is when they have to recover when they've lost the ball. The position in which players find themselves when they have to defend.
Because you are playing with Casemiro.
Who would you play?
Currently in our midfield.
Who's your best midfield partnership?
At the moment, Casemiro
And Bruno.
Yeah.
Well, with what the manager is doing, it might look like it, but it's still not functional if you ask me.
Yeah.
I don't see any two complementary midfielders in the Man United team.
Doesn't work. There's no balance.
Mainu, Ugarte doesn't work. Mainu, Casemiro doesn't work. Bruno, whoever doesn't. Like, there's no pairing in the middle of the park that works for me. And that's why people are, and that is why Amorim might be strict on his style. But the reason why people are saying what they say about his style and how rigid he is because you can quite clearly see that the partnership that he's forming in the middle of the park is not working. So people are asking, would it be better if you change something about your system and think the back three, but think of the interway? Yeah. So you could very much have a Sesko Mbeumo playing as the two top, Cunha Sesko, Cunha Mbeumo. Then you can have a Bruno Ugarte Casemiro, Bruno Mainu Casemiro. Like something.
The midfield become
just so that they complement themselves. But he's so bent on the two in the midfield.
The coach does not want meaning
pragmatic.
one of Sesko, Mbeumo and Cunha
It's Man
want to
United.
come from bench.
Absolutely, it's Man United. Somebody.
So all we have to say, this coach for try be pragmatic.
Yeah, be adaptive a little
Then
bit.
get the details of the EPL because how might you concede goal self? It be diagonal crosses. You need to score Man U. Every team will take that thing can score Man U. But let's move on to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. They won 2-0 against Fulham. Controversial game. Let's start with the controversies in that game first. The Kane goal. I think we profile him for here for the Man U game where he comes score Chelsea. I felt bad for him. But Tito, let me come to you first. Controversial take from the referee. Was that a foul or is that a goal?
No, I think it was a goal. Because look, when the player turned and got a turn, the only place he could have planted his feet was where he did plant his feet. It didn't look fake. It didn't look like it was dangerous. It didn't look like he was going too high into the shin of the player. It was so natural. Like there is nothing else he could have done. It was unfortunate on Chalobah, but that was the only place he could have planted his feet. So, but look, and I'm not surprised they've come out to say that they made an error in judgment in that. But for me, they are overly re-refereeing the game because I don't see how you be in VAR and call a referee to have a look at that again because what really could the player with the ball have done?
100%.
Nothing. He's not reading the ball from the player. He's only continuing his stride.
Okay, let's go to the game. I will go. The Marco Silva is a very good coach.
Very solid.
He was able to disturb or distort the Chelsea system for let's say 35 minutes. You had a problem with Enzo Fernandez. Talk to us about the game.
Charlie, Enzo, I don't know if the Chelsea fans will agree with me, but he's not fully fit.
Play like he had eaten
he has gained a lot of weight. Yeah, he has gained a lot of weight. So I think he should go in for a personal trainer and work on his fitness level because he can't even progress. But Enzo, his long passes are not going through, short passes not going through. So against Fulham, I was just watching Caicedo
doing everything. And at some point, he was playing. At some point, he was coming deep to help the defense, making a three-bar system without Enzo. So maybe after the international break, we want to see more of Enzo because the game, the full 90 minutes, all about Caicedo doing everything in the middle, and he can't cope with the likes of
Let's give Enzo a small break here. Enzo since...
Oh, no.
Look, listen, since the World Cup, Enzo has not had any rest in any summer. You know, he played the World Cup. He played the Copa America the next summer. And he's played the Club World Cup this summer. So, I mean, he's going to have a toll on him.
And now his system has changed. He's a boss crasher.
Yeah, so, I mean, he'll come.
Hey, you're doing this.
What does that one mean?
Oh, like he arrives in the box timely and just tapping and stuff. I'll eat Chelsea.
Box crasher.
Yeah.
Frank Lampard box crasher.
Yeah, that's the
Chelsea
thing.
Interesting.
Esteban go. What was he doing? He ran into the box. He crashed. Yeah. But I mean, for me, I won't give him an excuse because when you are becoming the world class player, there's no excuse. CEO Messi, they'll play games. They'll play them. Make it just work on the fitness. But you see, Chelsea, I always say, opponents, if you want to stop Chelsea right now, it is Gusto and even Cucurella. But it is Gusto more. He has become the crown jewel of this system that the coach wants to play. If you want to stop Chelsea, stop Gusto. Abandi, quick one. How special is João Pedro?
Chelsea
AKA
fans.
Kwake.
I think
I'm so surprised.
AKA what?
Kwake. Oh,
No, I don't see that one.
oh, you want to give them Esteban, what be it?
Esther there, I see that one.
We're getting in English.
Bushia.
Man,
Fire.
And I Ghana to be Ghana.
Gunman.
Hey. Okay. Hey, boy.
they don't even know
Upon
that.
Shemi.
You know
Upon
the
Shemi.
fact is, the Chelsea fans don't know more about Ghana.
It's like Barca fans and
I see him, bro. Hey, you got this one boy in front of me where they hold the jersey way. Hey,
Yeah.
where you post, the caps in your mama. Man,
That is now to show the world.
João Pedro move Andy.
I think his last two
I'm so
games,
surprised. João Pedro. Wow.
2 goals and 2 assists. Very, very great guy. I think, coming into the team, I didn't think he would be so influential like he's doing right now. He was on the beaches of Copacabana chilling, and then Chelsea just called him. Just within 2 or 3 days, he played against Fluminense. He was so exceptional. Then Palmeiras first, and the second was against Fluminense when he announced himself, scored 2 brilliant goals, and then the final, a very beautiful goal against Donnarumma. I was thinking, oh, it's just the Club World Cup, and then this guy comes into the league again and he's still giving numbers. I didn't see him to be this highly efficient. He was a very great player, but highly efficient in his Chelsea team. I think replacing Cole Palmer, he will do a very, very good job as a number 10 and even as a number 9, and even sometimes as a winger. So you guys have signed a very, very good player, made good business. This is one of the best businesses you have made in the last 3 or 4 years. Let's see how it goes. But I really like what he's adding to the team. He's adding efficiency. If the team knows see top safe, he will pop up. And now set pieces, they make sure it's corners. Because a player of his, yes, he's 6 foot, but he's not your tall 6'2" or 6'3" that will be there for corners. Against West Ham, he was the quickest to get to that corner. And against that is
Fulham too.
the quickest to get to the corner.
By
So-
his goal.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
His
okay.
goal to the second, the corner kick goal.
Yeah.
What happened there?
I be that thing touching hand.
That was the penalty.
That was the penalty.
Penalty.
That was
That was
the the penalty touching hand. Yeah, that was true. That's a foul.
So, Ajo,
Yeah.
when the PGML comes at your door and
Don't
gives-
shout.
don't shout.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
When you come to Old Trafford,
today, I don't make
when you come to Old Trafford,
PG1YML. Chelsea versus West Ham. Now where they should check Chebo and say, "Oh, shall go Chebo and Yankashi."
but that is,
Chelsea FA Cup and Wembley.
that is wrong.
Then
that is
step conversation like to
It's normal,
PGML
yes.
was
It's
not there.
normal.
Chelsea versus Man United. Step will be a him.
Yes.
PGML was not
So when
there.
you come to Old Trafford,
Yes.
where my wife Chibo and net,
Yes, we will take your L and go.
Okay.
PGM will favor you. I don't go there. PGM. The Chelsea, I talk people. Then go still give me. We go pay. We I tell you.
read every day.
But the aim is to win the
Read every day.
season.
Since
Go
okay,
end.
go on Chelsea. Let's move to Spain.
No, yeah. Chelsea have had a very good start to the season.
Yeah.
Again, it's not one of the teams that is clicked yet, but they are getting the basics right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for them, they have a couple of Kopama is more important. It's an incredible important
We
player. to
can
them.
win
It's
games
injured.
without Kopama.
It looks like they can.
I'm so happy
And they are
about
playing
that.
differently without Kopama. The positions that
OJ, Yabewa.
the position that João Pedro is occupying is very different from what Kopama
Kopama
would
is,
do.
yeah.
So if teams had planned for Chelsea with how Kopama would influence them, they are coming up against different tests now.
Yeah.
Chelsea also are doing well with set pieces. They are scoring from different places. So yeah, it's a decent start from Chelsea. Let's see if they can be a lot more competitive.
Let's slide to Spain. I go. Rayo Vallecano. Omani Bobo Papa. Oh, why they laugh? Omani Bobo Papa. They know the ball play.
Yeah.
My coach,
Let's put Barca. Barca is okay. Barca is Barca. But Rayo Vallecano, we've seen them against the
Yeah.
big boys.
Yeah.
Always disturbing
young coach.
They know
Perez.
the ball play. They just don't be clinical enough. This game, they for win this game with ease. Simple.
Yeah. That's the problem with the small teams
the
in
mid-table teams
in Spain, because
Simple.
in England, they
Joan
were
Garcia
scoring.
versus Rayo Vallecano.
Yeah.
Good shout.
Easy.
He was the
My
best
man
player.
of the match, the best player. But see, Barca, I want to touch on something. I think
Start for me, bro.
they don't have leader in the team.
Mm.
They have experienced player like Lewandowski. But see, if you watch Barca play, they don't really have a leader.
But
And
Pedro is a
De Jong
leader.
is not a leader.
Pedro is not a leader.
How would
See,
De Jong? De Jong is not a
Dion,
leader.
Dion is not well established.
Rafi?
Like, Rafi, Eddie Man Obobono.
Yamal?
Oh,
The first 11, like the Barcelona team, you can mention of Lewandowski.
Onukonela.
yeah.
Or no crown on your loud. And Barcelona, I think
But
that
this guy she win for Ben to Agogo. This thing is
on your leader. Chesney is not a leader.
she win.
Mm. Maybe.
Leading the smoke for them.
I see. Problems really did, Barca. I think they have to fix the defensive problems and even the midfield. If a team like Rayo Vallecano is creating a lot of chances, imagine you playing against Atletico Madrid or Atletico Bilbao. All what I can say is the game, they should just thank the goalkeeper, João Garcia. He won a point for Barcelona. The game was just, let's say, Rayo Vallecano, that name, they aired them, man. They should just carry the day. But I think they should go in for a leader, which they don't have money to do that. So I think they are going to adapt, but I might change my prediction
For La Liga.
for the La Liga.
If they give Chelsea Fermin Lopez, I go give them leader.
Oh, they don't.
So I got leader for Chelsea, give them.
Who?
Oh, Disasi.
Disasi.
Super leader. Fantastic.
Disasi, the future Madrid player.
but Andy, someone's also arguing that your first 11, we always see Kubasi, Araujo. And you start the game with Christensen and Garcia. What are you trying to do? Are you Pep?
I was thinking even the Champions League was next week, and I was like, why is it? Maybe he's trying to experiment and see. Maybe in games that he will not need these two guys, and then he wants to rest them for the Champions League, because their first 3 games is very, very hasty. They are traveling to St. James's Park, which will be a very, very emotional game. They'll play against PSG, their very first home game. Chelsea comes in the mix. So their first 3 games is going to be very, very tough for them. So I think he tries to see. I've seen their fixtures, the La Liga fixtures before those games. They are not games that are top notch. So he wants to see if he plays with these 2 guys, what he would get in those games. But I felt he should have just played the Kubasi and Araujo for match fitness, because those 2 games will come very soon. Against, you're traveling to St. James's Park. See what they did to Liverpool, and then you play against PSG. Oh my God.
Chicho, when you mention high line, Barca fans become angry without you even explaining. And they love the high line. They defend their coach with the high line. Oh, high line. We win the league. We go semi-finals. We do things. Why you put always our high line? High line music. Do you have a problem with your high line? Do you think it's a problem or it's beneficial for them?
Well, it's a high risk, high reward system, right? So the higher the line, the more compact they can be in opponent's half. And if their pressing game is on in any game, then the moment they win the ball, they are attacking. And that is why players like Rafinha and Lamine Yamal don't have to carry the ball for longer runs, because the team is squeezed you high up the pitch. But the danger then is if your centre backs are not, and it's a good shout, because it changes centre back partnership, they've not necessarily played a lot of game. If those 2 centre backs are not on the same page for most of the time to control the line, then you are going to be found wanting. And that is how Inigo Martinez and Paul Kubasi were immense from last season. They were just very much every time playing the striker, or offside. But in the game we saw against Rayo Vallecano, it wasn't the same. They could easily make those late runs for the middle of the park and get in behind them. So that's the high risk, high reward. But a lot of things need to go right in your team to catch the opponent offside or to get your line intact. So yeah, if he can find those partnerships quickly or get them to be on the same page and in tune, it works. But again, you're always exposing yourself to the sharp breaks.
If Militao helps fix this Madrid backline, can they disturb Barca in winning the league?
Yeah, I think so. I never really put anything, and when I talk about Real Madrid, people don't get it. I never really put anything past Real Madrid. They don't have to play well to do well.
Yeah.
The game that Barcelona drew yesterday,
Just
Madrid could well play like Barca played and still get a 3 points.
Yeah.
Madrid don't need to play well to get points on the board, but Barca desperately at times need to look good and perfect to get things going. And so yeah, Militao's return is incredibly important for them, and that also improves the quality on the depth that they've got on the bench. Because all of a sudden there's Rudiger who is available on the bench. You've got Dean Howson who started really well. So yeah, I think that Madrid are looking like a team that can scrap through and also can only get better. Alonso is now building his partnership and his system, and his players are now beginning to get onto the same page. Some players are injured. Bellingham is going to get back into the team. How would he improve the team? What will Endrick look like when he gets back under Alonso? Lots of questions about what Real Madrid can be this season. But yeah, it remains to be seen. Barca are still favorites, but Real Madrid are very close.
Ticho, thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
Ghana Premier League over La Liga. I forget, like you go pay me, Papa. How we do play La Liga? Then you go tell me, say, VAR no the work. VAR no the work. But later VAR come, make give vision to what? To Barcelona. We don't talk about that.
Just 1 minute. I want to ask Sister about Blasters, the upcoming games of the Blasters. Yeah. How do you see the upcoming game?
The call-up.
The call-ups and
I think
the
call-up-
upcoming fixtures too.
To be fair to Otoado, since he got the job in the second stint, whenever he started call up, we've barely had any argument. You can have one or two players be and talk, say, the player, why this guy don't come, why this guy. But generally, it be acceptable.
Yeah.
And I think this one too is the same.
Yeah.
I would have thought maybe Benjamin Tete, the big tall striker.
Yeah.
Like in profile, we don't get for the team inside. So I thought maybe if he had Benjamin Tete in this side, it gives us something else. In a difficult moment, you throw him on long balls
Long
and see
balls.
what he can do with the defenders. But generally, it's a good score, it's a continuation. But the two fixtures we get is good. Because we play against Chad. Well, as we they play Chad, the same period, no. Mali then Comoros to take them a body.
Okay.
Second and third place teams, in a group in Mali then Comoros. So it could be a draw or somebody could lose. So we come Mali, where we catch Mali for Ghana, we
Do and die.
them, or we draw Sefa. It's good for you.
That be where Pep for sure. We see the coaching. To Pep, we trust you. But guys, Sicho will be back. Sicho will be back. Thanks for joining us. We beg you subscribe. Let's get to 100K very soon. We'll see. My name is Ajo. Take care. We are happy new month.